Hello one and all, and welcome back to more Let's Play Vandal Hearts. I am the Max. A few trades. In the last part, we were able to finally get onto a ship and set sail to Gabaris Island, where we made it to the village of Yuzu, I believe is the name of this place, where everybody was zombies, but we were able to cure them, so that's incredibly fortuitous now, isn't it? In this part, we are going to sally forth and, try to get to that ancient ruins to see what the ever-loving hell is going on with Magnus, like... Why is he running around turning people into zombies? Why would he do that? However, we've got something very, 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 very important to do before we even consider that. We're gonna go to the tavern first. That's not really the super duper important thing, although there is an important thing here. Whatever. Point is, let's talk to people. Thank you for saving us. If it wasn't for you, we might have been mindless zombies forever. Or until your natural lifespan, I suppose. Before the revolution, the royal family made it illegal to study the runes. They were afraid that archaeologists would discover that the legend about the royal family and the origins of the country were untrue. Recently, they found out there was an advanced civilization here long, long ago. I wonder if that's gonna play a role in anything. Who knows? Those royals were a corrupt bunch, all right. And yet they were of the Ashar dynasty, children of Torah, the Messiah. Perhaps one day we'll all be punished for overthrowing them. What a weird way to think about things, but all right. You know, I found this weird fruit the other day, but then I dropped it while running away from a monster. And I was right next to that cross-shaped poisonous swamp. Yeah, a guy looking for a weird fruit. Yeah, I'm sure we're definitely not going to take note of that at all. No, definitely not. Anywho, let's leave the bar. Okay, so we need to go to the dojo, and I need to elaborate on a couple things that are here. Welcome to my dojo. What do you seek? I guess we'll do a little bit of talkie-talkie. Mostly just because you can describe it better than I can. It is the goal of every man to attain the highest rank in his profession. After reaching levels 10 and 20, you may come here to learn new skills. Always strive to find the best in yourself. And that is exactly what we're here to do. Everything else is irrelevant for the moment, except for the 7 powers, but I've already described that. That's just explaining what powers are good against other powers. Anyway, we can advance some people. We can make them become even stronger than they were before, and they get new weapons and armor and stuff, and it's so cool. Oh man, I love this part. All right, so Ash is extraordinarily simple. He only has one path he can walk down. Everybody else, however, has 2. And you have an important decision to make in regards to basically literally every single one of them. You have to decide whether or not they're going to continue down the current path that they're on and become better at it, or if they're going to diverge entirely into an entirely different class. And yeah, it's something. It's something. Okay, so I guess we'll start with Clint, because why not? We can continue down the path of the swordsman, or he can become a guardsman, which is going to stop him from being a sword class fighter anymore. And it will turn him into an armor class fighter. This is going to give him a lot of defense and a lot of attack, but it is going to utterly cripple his mobility. It is going to be so phenomenally difficult to get him from point A to point B that the fight might possibly straight up end before you even get a chance to hit anything with him. It's a stratagem. You're certainly allowed to do so. And I'm not gonna lie, considering the amount of difficulty he's had up to this point, I am going to have to fight my natural inclination to just absolutely wrap this man in bubble wrap. But no, we are going to stick with the side of the swordsman for this man. So, by the power of the gods of light and darkness, grant this soul new wisdom and powers in the service of mankind! Wazam! Check him out! Look at that new set of armor and the big old shield! Ah, it's so cool! Alright, now don't you worry though. We're not going to go, you know, the obvious path for everybody, because some characters are going to need to diverge. We have to vary up our strategies. We have to be able to do different things. And that's exactly what we're gonna do with Diego. He could go down the path of the bowman, continue to be the archer that he has been since we first met him, or he could become a hawk knight, which is literally the ability to fly. He stops being an archer class, he starts being a flying class, which admittedly makes him weak to archery, which is kind of odd that they would go that way, but that's besides the point. your mobility is going to skyrocket. You're going to be able to fly over all manner of hazardous materials and whatnot and get anywhere you want to be as quickly as humanly possible. It's pretty freaking phenomenal. It's what we're going to do. So go and get embraced by the light in the dark or whatever the flying hell. Let's do this thing. Bow! He's traded in his bow for a spear, and he can fly! Here are weapons and armor to match your new skills. It's nice of you to just hand that stuff off. I appreciate it a lot, actually. All right, next up is Eleni. Eleni. Okay, so mages and clerics technically share their branching path in that they can become, they can continue down their normal path, or they can become a monk, which is sort of a half and half. It's basically, you're trading some of their abilities at being, potent in their magic in order to basically give them the ability to physically defend themselves with actual physical attacks. So they kind of become this weird amalgamation of a half and half where they're not quite as good of a mage as they could be, and they're also not quite as good of a physical fighter as they could be. But to compensate, they do get some special magical skills that only their class can earn. So that's not nothing. That's not nothing. That being said, for Eleni specifically, we will be staying on her normal path. She will continue to become the supreme black mage that she is very destined to be. Boom! Look at that brand new robe. Looking fantastic over there, girl. Let's freaking go. All right, now, Huxley. Oh my God. I honestly want to keep him down the path he's on. Keep him, turn him into a bishop, make him an even stronger white mage. But I would be doing you all a disservice to not show you what the man becomes when he goes down the path of being a monk. You need to see it to believe it. Let's friggin' go! Boom! No longer content with whacking things with a stick, man's got iron claws now. It's so cool.
I kick ass for the Lord.
Look at this mess. Oh my God. All right, he still can do a little bit of healing though, so I mean, he still got that going for him. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. This isn't gonna be a problem for us in the long run. No, definitely not. Anywho, as Diego has managed to become our resident Hawk Knight, Kira can continue down the path of the Bowman. Off she goes, become more powerful. I wonder if she will acquire pants. Survey says, no, she remains pantsless. There you friggin' go. And her bow is gargantuan. My goodness, basically a crossbow now. Pretty fantastic, won't say that it ain't. All right, now you might be thinking, okay, well, seeing as how we had Clint, go down the path of the swordsman, then that must mean we're gonna have Grog go down the path of, the guardsman, to find balance and everything. No, we're not doing that. He's going to be a swordsman. All right, cool, thank you, let's continue. Da-da-bum! Clad in the finest of irons. It's a bit of a shame, honestly. The way that the characters look as guardsmen are pretty cool because they're literally, like, from head to toe decked out in all manner of armor. It's pretty boss. But nah, we're sticking with the swordsman styles for them. All that's left is Ash, who shall become a champion, as if he weren't one already. Bum 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 bum! And there you go. Pretty fancy schmancy, isn't it? Isn't it? All right, man. And, yeah, so this is why I wanted every character to be level 10. I wanted to be able to, you know, advance every single character and not have, like, just one left over. That would have sucked. All right, then. So we should be more than good to go. We've got some adventures to go on. And it's a pretty big one we're about to go on. To the Ugdra Canyon. What kind of crazy-ass nonsense is about to go down? Honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and just tell you, you're probably not even gonna be able to guess it. The music that plays when peril is involved. Who be these? It's no good. We're finished. Don't give up. Over that bridge and we'll soon be in Yuzu Village. But what if they've taken the village too? Which, admittedly, they had. Luckily, we took care of that. Enough, Amon. You're too pessimistic. Or maybe he's being realistic. Let's be real. Uh-oh. They've caught us. Oh, okay. Oh boy. Yep. They've got. Oh, that's a lot of bad guys. Yee. I'll distract them while you two get away. We won't leave you alone. Look, some strangers have arrived. Yes, we have. Check out our cool new styles. Those people are under attack by demons. We're coming to save you. Hang on. We'll try. No promises, my dude. I bet you weren't guessing we were gonna get 3 new party members on one fell swoop. Now, did ya? Dolan, Amon, and Sarah! A brand new soldier, archer, and cleric. Ain't that fantastic? But how are we gonna get to the other side? Bro, you can literally fly. You can literally fly. If we can shut off the flow of water in the aqueduct, we can cross. Look for a switch. And that is what we will do. All right. We may be significantly stronger now, with much cooler outfits. But, yeah, don't get complacent. You can still absolutely get yourself killed, no problems. Okay, all right. So, also it's important to remember that these 3 are right over here. For the love of God, do not forget that they're over here. All right, Sarah, extraordinarily vulnerable, as is Amon. They are very fragile fellows, so you gotta be careful with them. All right, Dolan, you just you chill out. I always have the camera angled like this when I do this mission. Never known why. For some reason, I always have like a preferred angle for every single like map. It's never made any sense to me, but what are you gonna do? Anyway, we've got dogs. So many goddamn dogs. All right, then here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna advance. We're gonna move ourselves ever so slightly closer. A little bit less. There we are. All right. Actually, Grog, you go ahead and do that. It's gonna take a little getting used to, if you're anything like me, to get used to what the characters are now physically capable of. Like, for example, Huxley's defenses are significantly better now. They're not amazing. Don't expect him to be a tank or anything, but they are better. He can, in fact, generally take care of himself on the front lines now. As is, you know, Diego. He no longer has to hide behind people. But he does need to watch out for archers. Oh my God, watch out for that mess. All right, you have made your choice, dog. Yeah, I bet you feel real smart now, don't you, jackass? Anybody else want to try and give it a go? Oh yeah, I see how it is. You go ahead and do that thing. It ain't gonna work. Booyah! Man, twirled that blade. Everybody gets new animations for their attacks too, just so you know. It's pretty cool. All right. So this is going to be something, let me tell you. Luckily, it's gonna take them a little while for them to actually get over to our new friends. All the same, I am going to need to... I'm gonna have to play this kind of weird, actually. Anywho, let's see. First things first. Huxley, just go and do your thing, man. Oh, yeah! God, it never gets old. It really doesn't. All right. And Clint, you can go ahead and do your thing, too. Multi-shank! Oh, the fun we have. All right, now, I'm gonna need to make Diego absolutely honk and book it. That's what I'm gonna need him to do. And let's see, how far back can Amon go? He can go here. All right. Just a little bit of this. There you go. All right, do keep in mind that our new friends are not as strong as everyone else. They are, yeah, be careful, all right? All right, so we're gonna have Diego completely bypass the water in order to get over here and help them out. He's a flyer, which means he's strong against, swordsmen and everything, so that's gonna work pretty great for us. Everybody else, advance, forward, march, and ho. Let's go. Everybody move. Boot and scoot your boogies on over, all right? All right. There you go. Okay. That should be everybody. Hopefully Dolan ends up fighting the dog and not Sarah. That is going to be my personal hope. Okay, yeah, no, this works. This works. Spin cycle. There we go. Dolan's really cool. I like the way he fights. Even if I'm pretty sure this man's got to at least be in like his 60s. The way he don't look like a spring chicken. Is all I'm saying. All right, so if we arrange ourselves in the absolute perfect position, then they're only going to be able to attack one at a time, and they'll all be attacking Dolan, and Sarah will be able to heal him. That is how we are playing it this day. Any chance of being able to hit someone from this far away? No. All right, well, what are you gonna do? Okay, now, we'll have Dolan act as the bodyguard for these two, as we have Sarah do herself some heals. Sarah is awesome, let there be no doubt of that. There you go. All right, now, if we can get these two to level up, that'd be nice, because none of these guys have advanced yet. Okay. That said, Diego is Redigo. Sure, why not? Let's go ahead and say that those were words I just used. Everybody else, just march forward. Let me just very quickly take a look at his magic. Yeah, okay. Nothing new and unique yet, but give him time. Oh, give him time. What about you? Yeah, she has Piercing Ray, that same thing that those evil statues were doing in the last mission. So that's pretty fantastic. Feeling pretty good about how things are going, won't lie. And there you go. Okay, that should be good. We are as good as we're gonna get. I'm doing this for a very, very specific reason. It's not too great for the majority of our characters that, just got their new powers and want to show it off and everything, but we kind of sort of need to do it this way. There's something important way in the back over there that we need. So, yeah, I'm going to have to play this kind of weird and awkwardly. All right, first things first. Amon, do your guy a solid over here. There you go. All right, so Dolan, you can take another hit, and she only has so much magic to use, so do be aware of that. She does have mage oil, though, so that's nice. Okay. Diego approacheth. Hello. I kind of don't want him to. Okay. Yeah, I don't want Diego to swoop in and kill literally every single last enemy over there. The dude's gonna get absolutely swamped with EXP. Not that there's necessarily anything wrong with that, mind you. It's just, I would prefer if it didn't go that way. And I'm not changing the aqueduct because then those two guys that are on the other side will end up being able to get over, and it's a big mess. It is a big mess. It's much easier for me to do things the way that I'm currently doing them. Okay, all right. The Mad Soldiers are adamant in their current strategy of just kind of chilling over there. All right, rock on, I suppose. Okay, all right. So, first things first, we attack like so. There you go. Is that enough to keep you going? No, he needs a little bit more. All right, well, that's okay. We've got heals for these. The deals come in the heals. Simple as that. Okay, now once these two have fully leveled up, then I'll feel a whole lot more comfy, I guess, just setting Diego on these fools. Because I'm also going to need Sarah to keep him alive, too. Just because he does bonus damage and reduced damage against sword class enemies doesn't mean he's not going to get worn down and killed eventually if we just throw him into a big pile of blades. Naturally, not something we want to do. There we go. All y'all just come right on over. It's totally a good idea. You don't got anything to worry about. No, sir. No, sir. All right, come on, keep doing your thing, my guy. Yeah, there you go. Okay, and just on the off chance of things going horribly awry, let's just give this this lad a bit of a buff in the ways of not dying. There you go. There you are. All is well. Oh, that gave a lot of experience points. Oh yes, they will be leveling up very, very soon. I'm aware that this isn't exactly the most, you know, I guess, edge of your seat style gameplay. I'm playing this very safe. But damn it, it's how I've always done things, and I ain't stopping today. Y'alls can't be stopping me now, I'll tell you that. And they're just gonna chill, just hang out over there, not do much of anything. Alright, so here's our current plan. Okay, so if Dolan attacks this guy, he's not gonna die. So that's fine. But Amon can start softening up these dudes over here. There you go, that'll do it. It'll do it quite nicely. Yo! That's exactly what you want to see. So yeah, actually. Okay, go ahead and just slap that dude around with your sword. There you go. Good job, buddy. Good job. Yo, even gooder job, my dude. The goodest job of all. All right. And, yeah, maybe it's a little unnecessary, but we're doing it. You better believe we're doing it here, folks. There you go. All right. Now our new friends are going to be able to advance once we get out of here. Thank goodness for that. Okay, so... Because, I mean, look at the small army we've got over here. These two dudes ain't going to stand a chance. And I need to get Diego over here. Right here. As you can tell, yeah, it's going to be a hard... Even if I sat around doing absolutely nothing, everybody would just kind of break their swords against us eventually, you know? All right, you know what? We're just going to go for it. Stab this man on the head! There you go. Yep, that'll do it. That'll do it quite nicely, as a matter of fact. Kudo, kudo. All right, those two dudes just chilling out over there. You two have made an extraordinarily interesting choice. You're aware this will go poorly for you? Clearly not, or they wouldn't be doing this right now. Tragically, Hawk Knights can no longer jump up and down in joy whenever they level up, for they are airborne. All right, well, okay. You guys made your call. It was a bad call, but you're allowed to make it. And here come these dudes. All right, let's just go ahead and do our absolute best to try and make it so that Diego doesn't get all the credit here. Lord knows the man does not need an ego boost. All right, we will station you here for a moment. Dolan will stand right next to you. There you go. I'm gonna have Sarah stand even further back just to play it safe. There you go. There you go, okay. And of course, Amon will be playing backup, as is typically the job of most archers. And those two dudes can continue just chilling out over there doing their own thing. I don't really care what they ultimately do. Well, this man's dead. You are a fool. You are an utter fool! Hawk Knights are pretty freaking, like, bananas in this game. They're just good. They're just good. Straight up. Straight up. They're just good. Unless an archer is nearby, in which case they will get one shot for the love of God. Please remember that. It's easy to forget, but don't let it happen. Oh, well, aren't you a right proper purple asshole? Okay, fine. I see how it is. So... Yeah, I guess just let them walk over and die. I guess that's pretty much all we can do, huh? That's just about the only strategy that makes any sense to me anymore. go. Just for the record, I don't really know how possible it is for Dolan, Amon, and Sarah to be able to defeat this entire section of enemies on their own. I'm willing to bet you could probably finagle it, especially with just a healthy dose of luck. But, yeah. I was not about to take that chance. It's literally the entire reason I even made one of either Diego or Kira into a Hawk Knight. I was considering actually, you know, making Amon into one, but it wouldn't really have helped in the immediate, you know, time frame. So obviously that's not gonna fly. Unlike Diego, who only ever flies. It's kind of his thing now. So there you go. Okay. And with that, we just have to have him dash all the way over. And Dolan, what you can do is, I guess, go all the way back there and figure out whatever's inside that thing. Because, I mean, why not, right? Why not, I say? All right. Anybody around here still need healing? No. But you're close to leveling up, so... Ah, pork and beans. That ain't working. All right, then. It's all right. You just chill out over there for a little bit. And we've almost got the thing! Which means... just to be on the safe side. I was going to hit the switch, but we're not going to hit the switch. I don't want to be taking no unnecessary risks. No unneeded challenges here, all right? Okay. Now, Diego, please to be acquiring the ting, if you please. Behold! It's the Macro Man. He's in the supply wagon now. I don't know what the Macro Man is, but he's important. So we're just gonna have to hold on to that for an astonishingly long amount of time, actually. Okay, now we get to hit the button. Now we get to make some magics happen. Take that, Aqueduct, you absolute joke. All right, so... Huxley, you can just chill out over there, my guy, because why not? Okay, then let's see. Grog, could you run over there and hit them? You absolutely could. So that's fantastic. So then what we'll have is Eleni go over there and cast some Piercing Rays. Yep, shield your eyes, everybody. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Magic is very good in this game once a character gets the ball rolling. All right, now Grog, finish up that nerd. Go for it. Aw, man. You really gonna be playing it all like that? That's unfortunate. All right then, Kira! Kara! Yeah, there you go. All right. Now, can literally anybody stand in front of Kira so she doesn't die outright? Yes! Clinch! Clinch time! Multi-thrust! Huh. What do you figure the statistical odds of all of this actually having happened really were? Also, I forgot I was gonna have Dolan go over here and check this treasure chest out. Well, we'll let fate decide it. Will those two dudes straight up die? Probably. I won't lie to you. Odds aren't particularly great for them. I mean, that one's down already. What about you, Mr. Man? You're also gonna take a swing at Grog? He should survive this. And he did. Can't say the same for you, though. Oh, well, what do you know? He actually did. Okay. Let's see. Dolan, do you have enough ability to head over there? Yeah, you can. All right, rock on. Smack that thing, my dude. Nah, it's just an elixir? All right, well, it is what it is. Tell you what. Eleni? Bash this guy's head in with a stick. Yeah, there we go. Sometimes it's the simple things in life that make it all worth it. Dun 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 dun! Didn't lose a single friend. Fantastic. Now I'll actually be able to go and buy everybody new gear. I forgot to do that before we left the town. Luckily, it didn't seem to matter. But it could ultimately, so yeah, best to be safe on that one. Anyway, hi! We owe you our lives. Captain Dolan! You're Captain Dolan! Well, if it isn't Miss Eleni. You know each other? Yeah, Captain Dolan is one of my father's men. Tell us, Captain, what were those monsters? Those are my men transformed into monsters. And they are being led by General Magnus. I don't believe you! You lie! I'm sorry, Eleni, but it's the truth. Well, anyway, this place isn't safe. Let's go back to Yuzu Village. It's nice to get a first-hand, account of the events, at least. Let me try to explain the whole story. As you know, we came to investigate the ruins on this island. We were sent after stone tablets, indicating that these ruins are the site of Tarai's Ark, where it discovered. Rather, you see. Tarai's Ark? From the Holy Tome, rather? Man, reading comprehension. I know it's hard to believe, but this has tremendous political significance for the new government. Wait, I think I understand. The Ashara dynasty claims to be descended from Tara, who used the Ark to survive the Great Calamity. Discovery of the Ark would provide evidence that Tara is no legend. If the story of Tara is real, then the Ashar dynasty has a rightful claim to rule Ishtaria. That's correct. Furthermore, with all of the recent terrorist attacks, we thought that this kind of news might cause a mass riot. That's why we came to this island, secretly. Yeah, I could definitely see how that might end up being the case. See why you came here. But where did those monsters come from? I'm not exactly sure myself. We were only away for a short time, but something happened. When we got back and saw how they had transformed, we tried to escape, but they captured us. It wasn't until today that we managed to escape. By the skin of y'all's teeth. So there's no clues as to what happened? It's possible that Magnus had a secret mission. He did seem to be searching for something in particular. Perhaps some sort of cursed artifact that may have possessed his brain. No, that sounds outlandish and silly. Impossible, even. Regardless, let's head back to the... let's go to the dojo first. We've got some advancements to do. Welcome to my dojo. All right, so, boy howdy. I hate to do this to you, Dolan. I'm going to try and make this as unterrible for you as I possibly can, but you are literally the last soldier class that we're going to get in the game. Somebody needs to be a guardsman. It's gonna have to be you, buddy. At least you're gonna look really cool. Here we go! Behold! Look at this dude! Traded out his sword for an axe, too. Here are the weapons and armor to match your new skills. Your old possessions will be sent to the supply wagon. Alright, Amon and Sarah, however, are going to be sticking to the tried and tested methods that they already know. Because okay, I guess I can just say it. We're going to get one more archer later, and we're going to have them become a Hawk Knight, which means, 2 bowmen, 2 Hawk Knight, it's good balance. Mon's hands are tied in this matter, so better bowman he shall be! There you go, my guy! Alright, so, Sarah, also gonna go down the path of the bishop. So, here's the funny thing. Sarah and Huxley are the only white mages in the game. So, I kinda need one of the 2 of them to, stay a white mage exclusively. And, I mean, don't get me wrong, Sarah looks freaking amazing as a monk, but, I mean, I had to go with Kung Fu Action Grandpa with the iron claws. I just did, okay? Trust me, I decided a long time ago which characters were going to become which, in order to give you guys the most bang for your buck when it came to the comedic value provided. Now she's got a silly hat on. She is a silly girl, but she is so good at the healing. And there you go. There's our whole squad. Now, all right. Here's what we're gonna do. Okay. This could go poorly. But I have to do it. I gotta, so we're gonna do it. All right. You remember the Nova Key? All right, so here's the thing. Okay. You know, it wouldn't hurt to, you know, create some sort of item exchange thing, you know? Anyway, okay. Store away the mushroom then, and hold on to the key, because Ash and Ash alone can hold the key. And I am so bad at navigating these menus, I swear to God. I promise I've played this game very much in the past. Anyway, here, hold on to this Nova key for me, my dude. Okay? Alright, now we have to head over to the dojo. We have got a trial ahead of us. All you have to do is hold on to the key. Ash has to hold on to the key, and then leave. Hold for a moment. Is that one of the holy keys that you have? Those are to be held only by the chosen one. Do you wish to undergo the trials of Tara? Or Taraya? I never get the name right. Anyway, yes, I would like to do that. Then may your soul be sent to the spirit world for judgment. Fare thee well. This is entirely missable content, people. The trials. Oh, dear God. The trials. We are going to do our best. Okay, so now is probably a good time to tell you that every single enemy in the game has their levels physically tied to Ash. Whatever level Ash is the level of the enemies you go up against. Technically speaking, if you stuff Ash in the corner of every single map of the game, they stay weak. I'm deliberately not doing that for the sake of actually entertaining gameplay. But I would like you to know that that is something that I could have done. It's a bit of a technical quirk with the game. They just kind of hope you don't realize that everyone's levels are attached to Ash's. Anyway. Alright. Let's do our best. We have got to kick as much ass as we can possibly manage. There we are. We could have done this the instant we got the key, but I wanted to get Dolan, Sarah, and Amon on the team first. I think that makes sense. Yeah, but more dudes, the better. That just felt like the thing to do. Alright. And Huxley is still perfectly capable of healing, just not as well as he otherwise would. And we've got Diego. But for the love of God, again, archers, bad. Pointy, bad. Do be careful with that. Alright, heading over there. And then we're heading over here. There we go. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. All right. Split everybody up into a perfect arrangement. Probably why we got 3 characters last time, specifically, so that we could have it all be perfectly balanced now. Now here's the thing. So it's gonna take a while before all of the enemies reach us and we reach them. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and just jump ahead ever so slightly to get to the good part.
A few moments later.
Okay, yeah, no, I think this is good enough. Alright, so it's to my knowledge that these, impy goblin dudes with the bows, they're basically like archer first class. You know, like, I don't mean like a first class archer, I mean like the first step in archerdom that, Diego and Kira and Amon were all before their advancement. Which means that their ultimate range isn't particularly amazing. These are, in the grand scheme of things, small fry enemies. They just, happen to be rather plentiful at the moment. The only thing you guys haven't seen are the giant flaming head monsters, but you don't gotta worry about that. You don't gotta worry your silly little heads about that. Okay, so here's the first thing, and honestly the most important thing. It's our job and our goal to defeat all of the enemies, but even more importantly, it's getting what's inside this chest. There we go, this is why we're here. The Nova Prism. There you go. Alright, so I guess I did forget to mention that monks have really, really good mobility. Not as great as Hawkinites because they can't fly over hazardous stuff or anything, but it's comparable. It's quite good. It is quite good. All right, doing my absolute best to make sure Dolan gets to do something by the end of this whole situation. Okay, now all I gotta do is make sure that Diego gets out of this whole situation before the arrows start to fly. Let's see. Would be real fantastic if we could have done something with that, but we can't. Make sure that Sarah is within jaunting distance to literally anybody and everybody. All right, all right. Now, come and face us if and you so choose to dare. I'ma tell you right here, and I'ma tell you right now, I ain't afraid of yous. I ain't afraid of a single one of any of yous. I'm scared of the amount of yous, but you know, that's normal. No! They are hungry fireheads. You really gonna be all like that? Really gonna block the attack like that? You gonna be a jackass? Right proper jerkwad. All right, I guess. Fair enough. Just do your best to keep everyone alive. Luckily, we've got Kira and Amon on site to rain arrowy death upon those flying units. So that's gonna help out in a big way. All right, let's see. We should be able to even just straight up hit them now, or at least some of them. Yeah. All right. Please work. They are more durable than I remembered. That is unfortunate. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Let's just be careful here. Yep, that's kind of what I was worried about. All right. All right. Not great. Not great. Not great. But that's okay. That's okay. That's why they call this thing a trial. Okay, so Eleni can't do anything either. I was sort of banking on that working out. It did not. It did not. Okay, think this through, think this through. I mean, no matter what we do, they are absolutely going to attack up. Can we really not even heal from down here? Okay, thank you. Give Huxley a little bit of something. There you go. Also, you don't get any experience points from defeating enemies here. Healing, on the other hand, no, that still counts. That's still good. All right, Kira, really gonna need you to take point on that one, my girl. Okay. Dolan, you just do your best over there, my guy. We need feet on the ground. We need everybody moving as much as we possibly can. Okay. I don't think that the archers can get him nuts. This should be safe. This should be safe. It'd be just nice to get rid of one of them! There we go. Okay, thank you. That's one of the only reasons why you would ever want to move the map, to see just how much of a distance there is. Still feel like Eleni should be able to cast magic from down here, but fine, she can't. We'll deal. Alright, then we'll do this to minimize the amount of times that Huxley can get absolutely wailed on. He was healed, so theoretically he should be fine. We gonna find out real fast. Yeah, because we're gonna have to get Diego out of here pretty quick. He's not gonna be able to be a point man for too much terribly longer. Ah, that's right, they can just sort of fly wherever the hell they feel like. One of the billions upon billions of extraordinarily useful aspects that come from being a flying unit. Thank you, at the very least, not all of them are attacking Huxley. I wonder if this will kill him. Yes! Yes, it will. You'll love to see it. Okay. That means Diego is going to be able to take care of some serious business before he has to take a siesta. Very nice. Okay, good. Good, 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 good. Everything about what you just bore witness to is phenomenal. We can even have Huxley finish off the enemy that he started off here. So, yeah, it all works out. Okay. Dolan may take forever to get to the battlefield, but boy howdy, once he does, he is sitting pretty. All right, now. Hey-oh, there you go. All right, very nice, very nice, very nice. Now, over here. Okay, Diego, you're just gonna chill out over here where you can't get hit by arrows. Or at the very least, the odds of it are drastically reduced. That's what I would prefer. What we really need is Eleni over there, because look at how bunched up they are. We could be doing so much damage with Piercing Ray right now. That's what I need a great deal of at the moment. All right, now. Poor Dolan. You're so immobile. You'll get to hit something, buddy, I promise. I'll save some sort of enemy for you to hit. And they can already start landing their hits. Fantastic. Sigh. Okay, all right, well, if their faces are pushed up against the mountain, then they can't. Slowly but surely, they inchworm their way over to their inevitable doom. But yeah, no, Eleni's magic would also be real good against those two golems just kind of chilling there. Alright, I don't suppose you can finally do something, girl. You sure can't, but the next turn, perhaps. The next turn, perhaps. Alright, I'll just have you stand there. And... God dang it. Okay, Huxley, you can go here. And you can still heal yourself, so do it, dude. Self-sustain! Okay. But still, let's get Sarah up there. Sarah up there. There you go. Can't do nothing with that. Oh, in case it wasn't obvious, upgrading to a bowman increases the range the characters are capable of. Unfortunately, look at that blind spot. That's delightful. Okay. Well, if they try to hit her, then they're just gonna end up getting a seriously rude awakening. Here we go. Getting Dolan. Getting Clint. And EXP is really not much of a thing for us in this one, so Ash can get himself all up in there too. We don't need to, you know, pick and choose who gets to do what and when. Really? Man, I freaking hate those guys. They suck. Oh. All right. We should be able to head back, right? Yeah! There we go. Thank God. I mean, if he can hit us, we should be able to hit him. We're better than him. All right. They are setting themselves up for a magic explosion that is going to hurt them very badly indeed. The Buccaneers. They're nearing. They're nearing. All right. Let's see. Eleni. Still not allowed to do anything about that. All right. Not gonna be able to hit anybody from this. Okay, well. I still vote that Grog do that, though. Okay. Huxley, you use your magic. Whatever the hell ends up happening, Grog ain't going down. I'll tell you that much. Hey! That's nice. We're getting a little bit of work done here. The healers are, at least. Good for them. Good for them. Okay. Dolan is up here now. Look at this frontline force. What the hell are you gonna do about it? I don't suppose you could cast magic here, could you? Nope, too far away. That figures. Yeah, that figures in tracks and everything. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, can't do anything about that, so we'll just attack from over here, I guess. Whatever. What the ever-loving hell ever? Okay. Now, Eleni, for the love of God, you've got to be able to now. Yes, yes, you can. Okay. Well, what I would prefer is if you could hit 2 enemies at once. Oh, yeah, there we go. This will do. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so now if we could just do that about a couple 100,000 more times, then we'll really be sitting pretty. Prettier than you could ever conceive of. And trust me, I can conceive of some pretty outrageous beauty. Okay. Come on. Go over here. There you go. Can you hit anybody with that? You sure can't, buddy. You sure can't. That's fun. That's fun. Alright, so what are you guys gonna do? Attempt to attack Kira again. Alright. I guess your options are pretty limited, but doesn't make it any less stupid. I know not why you've gone down this path. Alright. Oh, they be locomoting on over. They're trying to cause some problems. Deliberately. Alright. This is fine. This is fine. Okay, we're gonna just move Move Grog as far over there as you can. Start slashing away at those godforsaken archers, I'll tell you that. Then Eleni can go absolutely crazy styles. Let's go! Hey, get hit with them streamers. They attack your mind. Hurts like hell, don't it? I bet it do. I bet it do. All right, so then we're going to send Ash over here. And then Amon, there we are. Now you'll actually probably get to do something with yourself. Wouldn't that be nice? Okay, and then heal up Kira. There you go. You have been taking a little bit too much damage for my personal tastes. It'd be cool if you could also just take out the imp outright. Thank you. Okay, now. Come on, Amon and Dolan. Let's go, 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 go. I guess send Huxley that ways. Okay, yeah. The situation is far from ideal for these people, which is very good for us. It really does depend on what exactly those Buccaneers end up doing. If they play their cards incorrectly, they're gonna get another piercing ray upside their 3 heads all at once. I assure you, I will make it happen. Hello there, good sir. Hi, well that was rather rude of you, now wouldn't it? How dare you, sir? Terribly, terribly rude. All right, so far it's looking like those Buccaneers are indeed being stupid. Oh, no, they actually spread themselves out pretty evenly. Okay. I don't remember if Ash will outright die or not inside this place. Or rather, if he dies, the mission is over type situation. So I suggest we have our armor class guy go on over and take care of business. Lord knows he climbed a large mountain to get here. So you protect the line, my guy. Whereas, godforsaken blind spots? All right, you know what, fine, whatever. Shoot an arrow at this jackass. And twang! Man. All right, fine. Let's see. We'll have Clint head on over and start shanking. Yeah, that's how you do it. All right, now, Huxley, we'll have you go over there and start spinning to winning. Yo, yo, yo. I am really glad that he's ended up doing as much as he has so far. All right, now, we can have Eleni over here and do another piercing ray for these 2. I may not hit 3 of you, but 2 will do. 2 will do. Now whoever they end up attacking is just going to counterattack and kill them. Terribly unfortunate. That said, I am very much done with archers for today. Thank you. All right. And let's see. Yep. Everything else is as good as it's getting. It's pretty much, just the golems and those couple Buccaneers who are very close to death that are left. You really trying to wander your ass all the way over there? You stupid-ass golem. My defense is too mighty! Then again, yours is also pretty good, I guess. It appears we have reached a crossroads. I was unaware of just how low Grog's HP was. He's probably gonna get taken out right now. Sorry about that, buddy. Ah! You got me. Time to retreat. Well, not every fight we get into is gonna be, clean and pretty. Okay? I'm doing my best. Okay? It's a lot to keep track of. I never said I was good at video games. I'm just passionate. Okay, so anybody else noticing that just about literally every single attack lobbied against these things up to this point has been blocked? And I mean that like literally every single one. Thank you. I was beginning to get a little worried. Jesus. Okay. Guess we'll have Eleni chill out over there, see what's what. Okay. Let's see. Can you maybe? Yeah. Hiya! Thank you. All right, so arrows can work on this godforsaken thing. Hey, that's swell. Let's see. Sarah, can you perhaps reach your pal over there? You can! Couldn't help Grog, but I can help out Dolan. There you go. Little bit of EXP. And Huxley, just keep on being Huxley. I think he might be tied with Diego when it comes to kills at this point. Impressive stuff, I have to say. All right. Well, feel free to pick whoever you want to fight, Mr. Buccaneer there. Either way, it ain't gonna end well for yous. It's gonna be a massive mistake on your part. That golem is extra tier stupid. Anyway, doing! And a retaliation! There you go. Buccaneer has chosen to fight Huxley. How's that gonna go for him? Spin cycle! Fantastic. Absolutely art. It's art. All right, so hop on down to the Funky Town. And then hit him with a little bit of that boom boom magics. There you go. That'll soften him up what proper. Ta-da! Yeah, no. That's another reason why Dolan is definitely going to struggle later. Once the enemies have mages themselves, and they will, yeah, it's gonna tear through his defenses like he's made out of wet toilet paper. Yeah, so, do your best to be mindful of that fact. Let's see if this golem wants to do battle with the Hux. You want to do battle with the Hux? Let's see what happens, buddy boy. He's the one standing right out there in the open. He's willing to tango. He ain't afraid of you. You have chosen poorly. Dumbass. Huxley got the most kills this entire map. That's a fantastic bit of awesomeness we've got ourselves here. You do get some money for doing this, but not a lot, obviously. Also, sorry again, Grog. Man, soldiers do not have great luck on this team. At least not when I'm commanding them. Well done. You survived the trial. You've returned with one of the prisms which holds the soul of Torah. You have taken one more step on the path to enlightenment. We will keep this key for the next traveler who seeks the true path. Always keep the faith. And there you friggin' go. An optional battle, but one that's going to pay off in big ways later. If you know why, don't tell anybody. It's pretty fun to spring it on people later. Whew, regardless, I hope you had a fantastic time. In the next part, we're getting over to those goddamn ruins and seeing what's what. That's what we're gonna do. I'll see you all then.